I'm making this video almost exactly 1 week since President Donald Trump decided to not attack Iran, to not start a regime change war between the United States and Iran. I'm making this 6 days since then, and I've written about this at the American Conservative and other places. It was funny and amusing and instructive to watch how upset Lindsey Graham was that the U.S., that President Trump did not attack Iran. It was instructive to see how much Ted Cruz was upset. And all these neoconservative figures, at the top of that list was Mark Levin. And his biggest fear after Donald Trump decided not to start a war with Iran, which is 3 times the size of Iraq, and would be a disaster, he was worried that the people who wanted war, or the possibility of war, that there would be interest lost in this. So get this, this is from Mark Levin today. A neocon's neocon, never met a war he didn't like, and really wants that neocon gift list, wish list of U.S. war with Iran. This is what Mark Levin said today on X. As I feared several days ago, as time goes on, the urgency and the immediacy for helping the Iranian people lessens in the public mind. And among the decision makers, already the media are losing interest. This is very worrisome. No, this is people not being in a state of fear and the war drums beating. Remember when we went into Iraq all those years ago in 2003, and the Bush administration had put out there that, Saddam Hussein was in cahoots with Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda, and that there might be a mushroom cloud and WMDs, which was the reason we were going in there. And then we got into this awful war, lost American lives, so many civilian casualties, destabilized the region even worse, led to the creation of ISIS and other things. It was bad all around. All those lies in the lead up were determined to be just that, lies. There were no WMDs. What Mark Levin's saying right here, we're going to help the protesters and the Iranian people. He doesn't give a damn about the Iranian people. He cares about regime change because it's been on the neocons' wish list and it's been on Israel's government's wish list for a very long time. So all this stuff about the media losing interest, and this is very worrisome, this is very hopeful. This president, Donald Trump, promised not to repeat the Iraq mistake in Iran. Like I said, Iran is a lot bigger than Iraq. And these neocons, these Mark Levins and Lindsey Grahams and these people, they don't think about national stability. They don't think about stability in the region. They don't think of the cost. They don't think of the American lives lost. They don't think of the Iranian lives lost, despite them feigning, being worried about the Iranian people. It's just an excuse to get in the war. They don't think about a number of factors until it's too late. There's too many deaths and too much of an F-up in that part of the world at the hands of the United States. I didn't vote for Donald Trump to do that. It looked like he might have last week, and thank God he didn't. And I'm sorry Mark Levin is so upset. This is worrisome. What's worrisome is if people keep listening to neocons like Mark Levin, and especially President Trump keeps listening to people like him and Marco Rubio and Lindsey Graham. So let's hope we can do better. And Mark Levin, I hope you're as upset as ever, because that makes me very happy, and America safer, and it also puts America first.